Friends, good morning. How are you all doing? Please do let me know how was my previous video, Day 6 Works Like Magic, that I actually uploaded yesterday. So I'm back with my seventh video, that is of Day 7, The Magical Way Out of Negativity. A thankful person is thankful under all circumstances. The saying by Mr. Baha'u'llah, 1817 to 1892. Whether it's a relationship in turmoil, financial pressure, a lack of health, or problems in a job. Negative situations arise because of a lack of gratitude over a long period of time. If we are not grateful for each thing in our lives, we are actually unintentionally taking those things for granted. Taking things for granted is a major cause of negativity because when we take things for granted, we are not giving thanks in return and we stop the magic happening in our life. Just as giving thanks to others will always lead to a life magically increasing, so much that taking things for granted always leads to a life decreasing. Are we grateful for our health when it's good? Or do we only notice our health when our body gets sick or hurts? Are we grateful for our job every day? Or do we only value our job when we hear there'll be cutbacks? Are we grateful for our pay or salary for granted? Are we grateful for our loved ones when everything is running smoothly? Or do we only talk to others about our loved ones when there are problems? Are we grateful when our car is there working well? Or do we only think of our car when it breaks down? Are we grateful to be alive each day? Or do we take our life for granted? Taking things for granted actually results in complaining, negative thoughts, and words. So, when we complain by the law of attraction, we must bring more things into our life to complain about. If we are actually complaining about the weather, the traffic, our boss, our spouse, our family, our friends, stranger, waiting in lines, bills, the economy, maybe the cost of something, or the service of a company, we are not being grateful. And we are pushing our dream life further away with every complaint. Now we understand that complaining, negative thoughts, and words, and taking things for granted actually stops the good in our life. Now we understand that when something goes very wrong, we actually have unintentionally not been grateful enough. It's actually impossible to be negative when you are grateful. It's impossible to criticize and blame when we are grateful. It's actually impossible to feel sad or have any negative feeling when we are grateful. And the best news is that if we have any negative situations in our life currently, it won't take a long period of time to transform them with gratitude. The negative situations will appear, or I should say disappear, in a puff of smoke, just like magic. First, as difficult as it may be, we have to look for things to be grateful for in the negative situation. No matter how bad things are, we can always find something to be grateful for, especially when we know that our gratitude will magically transform every negative circumstance. Walt Disney, who knew about the true magic of life, showed us how to do this in this movie, Pollyanna. Disney's 1960 movie Pollyanna featured the Glad Game, which had profound effect on me when I was a child. I played the Glad Game featured in the movie through my childhood and adolescence. To play the Glad Game, you look for as many things as you can to be glad about, especially in a negative situation. Finding things to be grateful about or glad about, or finding things to be grateful for in a negative situation actually makes the solutions appear. Walt Disney demonstrated the magic power of gratitude in Pollyanna, and thousands of years earlier, Buddha demonstrated the way to use the same magic power when he said, "Let us rise up and be thankful. For if we didn't learn a lot today, at least we learned a little. And if we didn't learn a little, At least we didn't get sick. And if we got sick, at least we didn't die. So let us all be thankful. Gautam Buddha, circa 563 BC to 483 BC, founder of Buddhism, said above words. Let Buddha's words be our inspiration, and let's take today, let's take one problem or negative situation in our life that we most want to dissolve and look for 10 things to be grateful for. I know it can be challenging to begin this practice, but Buddha is showing us the way to do it. Let's make a written list of 10 things on our computer or in our gratitude journal or maybe in the notepad of our mobile. As an example, our problem might be that we are out of work and despite our best efforts, we are still unemployed. To magically turn our best efforts, we are still unemployed. Let's turn this situation around magically. So we actually have to do a concentrated practice of gratitude on the situation. So let's take some examples what we actually might say. I'm so grateful to have more time to my family during this period. Second, I'm grateful that my life is in a lot better order because of the spare time I have had. Third, I'm grateful that I've had a job most of my life and that I am experienced. Fourth, I'm truly grateful that this is the first time I've been unemployed. Fifth, I'm grateful that there are jobs out there and more new jobs are appearing each day. I'm grateful for all the things I've learned in applying for jobs and in going for interviews. Seventh, I'm grateful that I have my health and that I can work. Eighth, I'm grateful for my family's encouragement and support. Ninth, I'm grateful for the rest I've had because I badly needed it. 10th, I'm grateful that through losing my job, I have realized how much having a job means to me. I had never realized that until now. As a result of the unemployed person's gratitude, they will attract different circumstances and their current situation must and will magically change. The power of gratitude is greater than any negative situation, and there are unlimited ways that the negative situation can change. All we have to do is practice gratitude and watch the magic take place. Let's take another example, maybe a son whose relationship with his father is troubled. The son feels that no matter what he does, it never seems to be good enough for his father. First, I'm grateful that most of the relationships in my life are really good. Second, I'm grateful to my father for working hard so that I could have the education that he didn't get to have. Third, I'm grateful to my father for supporting a family through my childhood because I didn't have a clue then how much hard work and money it took to keep our family going. Fourth, I'm grateful to my father for taking me to baseball every Saturday when I was a child. Fifth, I'm grateful that my father is not as tough as he used to be before these days as he used to be in the past. Sixth, I'm grateful that my father cares so much about me because he wouldn't be tough if he didn't care so much. Seventh, I'm grateful that though my relationship with my father, I have learned to have compassion and a greater understanding with my children. Eight, I'm grateful to my father for showering me or showing me how important encouragement is in raising happy, confident children. I'm really grateful when I get to laugh with my father. Some people never got to do that because they didn't have a father. And for others who have lost their father, they will never have the chance to laugh with their father again. 10th, I'm truly grateful that I have a father because amid the tough times, there have been good times and there'll be more good times ahead with my father. As a result of the son's heartfelt feelings of gratitude for his father, he will change the relationship for the better. The son changed the way he thinks and feels about his father, which immediately changes what he attracts from his father. Even though the son was being grateful in his mind, at an energetic and quantum level, the son's gratitude will have a magical relationship or an effect on his relationship with his father, provided he maintains his gratitude by the law of attraction. The son must receive better circumstances with his father, and the relationship must begin to improve immediately. Remember, we can tell our gratitude is working by the way that we feel. We should feel a lot better about the situation after practicing gratitude. The first evidence of gratitude's magical power working is our feelings lifting. So, when we do feel better about it, we know the situation will improve, and the solutions we want to resolve is to focus concentrated gratitude on it until we feel better inside. Then we'll see the magic work its wonder in the outside world. In making our written list, let's make sure we list out each of the 10 things we are grateful for in the following way. I am so grateful for Dash, or I'm truly grateful for Dash. And finish the sentence with what we are grateful for. We can also use Walt Disney's way of using gratitude's magical power if we find it easier. I am so glad that. And we can finish the sentence with what we are glad about. And once we've listed 10 things we are grateful for, we can finish the magical way out of negativity practice by writing, thank you, thank you, thank you for the perfect resolution. And just for today, let's see if we can get through one day without saying anything negative. It may be a challenge, but see if we can make it through one day. There is an important reason to do this because most of us have no idea how much we speak negatively, but we'll give an idea after watching our words for a day. Remember that negativity and complaint bring more of those things, and if we are aware of what we are saying, we can stop and decide if we want the consequences of what we are about to say. Here is a magic lifeline we can use if we notice ourselves thinking and saying something negative. We can stop immediately and say, but I have to say that I'm really grateful for Dash. We can finish the rest of the sentence with something, anything that we are grateful for. Let's take this magic lifeline with us and grab a hold of it whenever we need it. And if any little problem or situation appears in the future, remember to put the embers with gratitude before it grows into a fire. At the same time, we'll ignite the magic in a life. Now, guys, let's move to the magic practice for the magical way out of negativity. First, we have to count the blessings, make a list of 10 blessings, write why we are grateful. We have to reread our list, and at the end of each blessing, we have to say thank you, thank you, thank you 3 times and feel as grateful for that blessing as we can. Second, we have to choose one problem or negative situation in our life that we most want to resolve. Third, we have to list down 10 things that we are grateful for about the negative situation. Fourth, at the end of our list, we can write thank you, thank you, thank you for the perfect resolution. Fifth, just for today, we can see if we can get through one day without saying anything negative. Using the magic lifeline, we have to stop immediately and say, but I have to say that I'm really grateful for Dash. Sixth, just before we go to sleep tonight, we can hold a magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, thank you for the best thing that happened during the day. So that's all for today, guys. Please do leave your comments and do subscribe to my channel. And let's meet tomorrow next for the next practice. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.